Hello everyone, my name is Jacques and I am currently serving the Irish Mission as Executive Secretary, and I'm here at the BUC, the British Union Conference headquarters in Watford, England. And if you are a member of the Irish Mission, then this message is specially for you, because recently the BUC voted to bring forward the Irish Mission session from 2022 to later this year. And I am going to attempt to explain to you why it was so important to do this and what this means for the Irish Mission. Okay, so here we are now in my office, and in the next few minutes I will explain what is going to happen this year and give you a short explanation as to why. We will also write out to you in due course about this, but first let us look at the practicalities. Recently, the BUC approved the request from the Irish Mission Executive Committee to bring the 2022 Irish Mission session forward to the end of this year, 2021. This means that we will go through the same steps and processes as we did in 2019 in order to hold a regular session at the end of this year. First, our churches will elect delegates to the Irish Mission session and choose among the delegates those who will serve on the Recommendations Committee. The Recommendations Committee will then meet to recommend the Nominating Committee and other standing committees as they see fit. As delegates, we will then get to vote on these committees, after which the Nominating Committee will sit later this year, but before the session, to put forward recommendations for mission sponsors and the Missions Executive Committee. We will then meet as delegates on the day of the session to conduct the necessary business as we do during a regular session. So as you can see, there is no difference in this process to 2019. It is just that we are going to do it this year instead of next year. But why? Well, as members of the Irish Mission, you will know that the mission serves members across two countries, the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. And due to the differences in charity legislation, it means that we are registered as a charity in each country under different names and operate under different legislation. In Northern Ireland, we are registered as a charity under the British Union Conference and operate using the Irish Mission operating policy. In the Republic of Ireland, we are registered as a charity under the name the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Ireland, or SDACI for short, and we operate under the SDACI Constitution. In both instances, the BUC is the controlling or beneficiary body. Now in 2016, the BUC, under the guidance of the Irish Mission Executive Committee and with the support from the General Conference, submitted a request to the Charities Regulator in the Republic of Ireland to change the SDACI Constitution so that it would mirror as best as possible the Irish Mission operating policy. It was our hope that this request would have been approved in 2016, as the change would have coincided with the BUC session in 2016, which was a vital part of the change, as you will come to see. Unfortunately, the change sought in the SDACI Constitution was more complicated and required several authorities in the Republic of Ireland to consent. And thus began a protracted period of negotiation and communication between the Irish Mission Executive Committee and the different authorities in the Republic of Ireland. Finally, in 2020, our request for a change in the SDACI Constitution was approved and our re-registration completed. Later this year, we will have it completed, which will allow us to take the next step. Well, the next step involves synchronizing the Irish Mission operating policy with the SDACI Constitution and the BUC Constitution, which operate under a 5-year cycle. At the time the SDACI Constitution was created, it was designed around the BUC 5-year cycle due to the fact that the BUC is the beneficiary owners of the SDACI. Therefore, both the BUC Constitution and the SDACI Constitution functions now on a 5-year administrative cycle. Also, as many of you might know, the BUC had until this time made use of a 3-year administrative cycle for the mission's operating policies. And as we are not scheduled to have an Irish mission session until next year, this would have caused major disruption in the way the Irish mission can function in the Republic of Ireland under the SDACI Constitution. However, we are fortunate, therefore, that our re-registration as SDACI in the Republic of Ireland has coincided with this year's BUC session, causing the two constitutional cycles to synchronize. The last piece of the puzzle now is to synchronize the Irish mission operating policy with the BUC and SDACI 5-year cycles. We will be able to achieve this synchronization by bringing the Irish mission session forward to this year, the same year the BUC session is taking place and the same year in which the SDACI Constitution cycle starts. Furthermore, the incoming BUC Executive Committee will change the Irish mission's operating policy from 3 years to 5 years, thereby bringing all three pieces of legislation into harmony with each other. Doing this will eliminate the immediate and long-term conflicting legislation practices between the Irish mission operating policy, the SDACI Constitution and the BUC Constitution that will be detrimental to our work in the Republic of Ireland. It will more importantly help us to function effectively within the requirements of each country's legislation without disrupting our objective, which is to share the gospel with Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. Thank you very much for just taking this time to listen and just grasp the brief explanation. If you have any further questions or you would like any further clarification, do not worry. Please feel free to contact myself or Pastor Dancer. We will do our best to explain this to you. We're also grateful and thankful for the BUC to have agreed to bring the Irish mission session forward, and we will soon give you the exact date that it will take place. In the meantime, you will receive further communication through your pastors as we go now into the next steps necessary to make sure that our session can take place effectively at the end of this year. God bless you, and may you have a wonderful day further.